It's 1961 in a newly independent Nigeria. Peter and Gretel Clark have come to live and to work. Peter on Nigeria's first national economic plan, and Gretel in the education sector. Gretel's weekly letters to family in the U.S. describe their experiences as some of the first Americans to work in the new Nigerian government. Peter's photos show the vibrant culture of Nigeria in the early years of its independence.
January 4th, 1961. Dear Granny, the day we left Ann Arbor for West Hartford in the holidays, Gretel and I were asked to go to Nigeria. The Ford Foundation is sending a team of 3 economists to Nigeria for a year and a half to assist them in planning their next 5-year economic development plan. I was asked to go along as the junior economist to help train and encourage young Nigerians.
We love it. No use beating around the bush. The people seem to be a happy, casual lot, industrious and proud.
Gretel's letters view cultural practices of Nigeria's different tribes. They also describe the roles played by British civil servants, international foundations, the arrival of the Peace Corps, and Crossroads Africa.
The Ministry of Education is a good example of the rapidity with which efforts to Nigerianize are taking place. By the end of the month, 9 out of the 12 of the advisors and administrators will have left their posts, which will most likely remain vacant for some time.
I am now highly stimulated by my work. I deal with a vast variety of possible investments. We've studied transport investments, roads, airways, inland waterways, rails, agricultural development, cocoa, rubber, groundnuts, palm oil, cotton, etc.
Peter was asked to travel to the eastern and northern regions to integrate their regional plans with the national plan.
Gretel and I will be taking our first trip into the country this next week. I have an opportunity to go to Enugu, capital of the eastern region, which will take us through some 600 to 800 miles of jungle, villages, etc.
Gretel chooses to give birth to her first child in the Lagos Island Maternity Hospital instead of a British medical center.
Leaving the hospital was quite an experience. It was like coming to Nigeria all over again for the first time. Britain is such a joy, and much cuter than I ever expected. Peter said this morning there is word afoot that a motion will be made for Parliament to unanimously accept the plan exactly as it is written to show that the country is wholeheartedly behind it.
Gretel's letters home and Peter's photos add up to an eyewitness snapshot of early 1960s Nigerian civil and professional life. Letters from Nigeria by Gretel Clark is published by Peter E. Randall Publisher.